Hello my bestie boos, welcome back to my channel. I'm TheMomLatrice, and today I'm going to be doing my perfume trade for August. Usually I do a faceless video, but because I was already dressed up, because I just did my full review on the new Yara candy, I went ahead and said, you know what, let me just show my little face on here for you guys, because I feel like those videos are better anyway, and let me stop being lazy. If this is your first time watching, thank you for giving your girl a chance, and I hope you stick around. If you're a returning subscriber, you know how much I love you, so come on in here, girl. If you like people who keep it real, if you like people who keep it positive and who keep it pushing, then this is the place for you. Now let's get into this video. Okay, so first I'm going to recap my perfume tray for July. I am not going to be on the camera, but I will come back and go over my August perfumes with you. So this was my July perfume tray. Forgive my nails, you guys. I haven't had a chance to do them, but I wanted to hurry up and get this video up because I'm always so late with my perfume tray videos. But let's recap July. So I was able to finish my Coco Mademoiselle, y'all. Oh, this is a bittersweet moment for me because I feel like Coco Mademoiselle was one of like my original fragrances from long ago. I bought this when it first came out. I loved it. It's so good. It's like a perfect feminine scent that it's for the grown woman. Okay, some people say this smells dated, but I think this is a classic and it will never ever go out of style. I'm debating about buying another one, but I promised myself I need to get through at least 10, maybe 15 more bottles before I purchase this again. But this is such a classic and she will forever have a place in my heart. Next up is Viktor & Rolf's Flower Bomb Tiger Lily. I really like this fragrance. I was only able to wear it maybe 3 times and I didn't spray a whole lot, but this is beautiful. It's a mango fragrance. It's very floral at the same time. This is, I think, my favorite flower bomb at this point. Such a pretty fragrance. So perfect for summertime, and I'm debating on putting this back on my August tray, but I haven't decided yet because I have so many things that I just want to wear and enjoy and love. But yeah, Viktor & Rolf's Flower Bomb Tiger Lily is so pretty. If you haven't smelled it and you still want something that's going to be perfect for summertime, August on into September, maybe even October, because I'm in LA, y'all, so it don't really get cold out here until about December time, and maybe not even then. Okay, so I could wear this year round pretty much where I live. Next up is the beautiful Valaya. I wore this a good amount and I actually made a pretty good dent in her. I'm super happy about that because I love using up my fragrances, especially ones that I love. This one for me, it wasn't a love at first sniff. It wasn't. There was something in here that I think was a little off-putting for me, and I think it was the musk in the fragrance. I'm not a huge musk lover, but after a while, like, I kept smelling this and it really grew on me. Now I love this perfume. This is one of my longest lasting fragrances in my collection. It lasts a really long time. It projects really well, and this has garnered so many compliments. It layers really well with a lot of things as well. This one is an overall love for me now. I'm absolutely in love with this fragrance, and I am going to use it some more before, you know, the heat just totally dies down. I think this is really perfect for hot, humid summer weather. This one is Miss Dior Parfum. This is the newest version that was recently done, and I love this. It has a lot of patchouli in here, so this is more for a summertime night. This is a pretty sexy perfume. I think the patchouli in here makes it really deep and earthy and just unique but feminine at the same time. I really like this perfume. I only wore it twice because I really didn't go a lot of places, like really fancy evening time, you know, places in July, and so I'm probably gonna put this on my tray maybe in September or October again, when it cools down just a little bit, because I really want to get a lot of wear out of this fragrance. That strawberry is such a pretty note in here, but that patchouli really does make it really earthy and more appropriate for the evening. And so I'm gonna, you know, put this to the side and probably pull this back out in a month or two. Givenchy Irresistible. This one I like, but I didn't wear it that much, and I'm surprised because I thought I would wear this a lot more than I did in July, but I didn't. And I don't know if this is I don't think I love this as much as I used to love it, which is kind of sad to me because I really like this fragrance. It's rose. It's very bubbly and effervescent. Such a pretty fragrance for spring and summer. But I think I like this a lot more in the springtime, which is probably why I didn't wear it in July. But it really is a pretty fragrance. I'm glad that I own it. But I didn't wear it as much as I thought I was going to in July. This was one of my newer purchases. This was in my viral Arabian fragrance video. I'll put the link above if you have not watched that video. But this is Taskine Marina by Paris Corner. This wasn't a love for me either when I first purchased it. I think the musk in here was a bit screechy, but I've had it for a couple months now. It smells a lot better than it did. It's very citrusy, very sweet, kind of fruit punch sweet. And I didn't wear it as much as I thought I was going to wear it, but I did get a couple of wears out of this, so I have a better understanding of this fragrance now. This to me is really great like on a day when you want to be out in the open, like maybe at the beach or on a boat, something like that. I think this is really appropriate for something like that. Very tropical in nature, but it's not one of my favorite tropical scents. I like it. It doesn't last a whole long time either, so I don't like it as much as I did around the middle of my wear of this fragrance. In the beginning, I didn't like it at all. Then it kind of grew on me and I appreciated the fragrance for what it was, that citrusy, musky type fragrance. And now, I don't know, it's kind of dropping in my favorites. So I think I'll do a review video on all of my Arabian perfumes and kind of rank them to my favorite to my least favorite, and I'll post that because this one is kind of dropping down on my list and I'm kind of sad about that. But you know, noses change over time, things you love change over time, and that's okay. So it is what it is. Next up, this is Iman by Lattafa. This was in one of my Middle Eastern dupe videos as well. To me, this is a softer version of Armani My Way, and so I did get some use out of this fragrance. It's very floral, very pretty. I'm really happy that I own it. The thing I love most is the bottle. I love this bottle. It's so pretty, and I did get a lot of use out of this in July. It's just like an easy reach fragrance. You just grab it, spray it on, and go. It's really light and soft and floral, and it was something that was just easy to pick. Next up, we have Xerjof Dubai Portrait. This is a mango forward fragrance that has a lot of woodiness in it. There's a lot of oud in this fragrance. I really enjoy it. I didn't used to be the biggest fan of oud, so if you don't like really deep, woody, earthy, oudy type fragrances, you will not like this fragrance at all. But I really like it because I feel like the mango in here is predominant. So it is very fruity and sweet in the opening, and then you do get that oud coming through in the base. So this is like a summertime night type fragrance. I really enjoyed it. As you can see, I got a little bit of a dent in it, and it's something that I would definitely recommend if you like oud and if you like mango. It was really pretty, and I enjoyed wearing this fragrance. Next up, this is Bombshell Escape. I wore this a lot. I feel like this is the fragrance that I wore the most in July, which is really surprising to me. I layered this a lot with a couple of different fragrances on my tray. I layered it with Coco Vanille a lot. It just lightened up Coco Vanille a little bit and gave it a bit more airiness. This is a little green, but it's also floral. It smells a little aromatic, a little zesty. I don't know where that zest is coming from, but it smells a little zesty, very aromatic. This fragrance projects really well. It does not last a very long time, but it's so pretty. It's so pretty. My daughter was like, every time I wore this fragrance, my daughter was like, oh my goodness, Mom, your smell so good. That's the perfume that I really like. And so this is really crowd pleasing. You can see my dent, y'all. I really went in this summer with this. This was such an easy reach. Super easy reach. I wore this to the pool when I took my kids to the pool, to their swimming lessons, when I went outside just to go to the park, when I was outdoors. I wore this a lot, and it just is such a pretty, inexpensive, light, fun fragrance that was just really perfect for the summertime. Next up is Lattafa Mora Silky Rose. This is such a pretty rose fragrance. You can see I have a little bit of a dent in here. This is another easy reach. This is a floral fragrance that is really light and soft. In the beginning, the fragrance smelled really skin-like musk. really light, but I've had this for a few months now and it has gotten so much deeper. I really smell the sweetness of that rose coming out in this fragrance now. So if you don't like it in the beginning, spray out a couple pumps. I've said this before, give it some time and it just will deepen up and become sweeter, more floral, just really, really pretty. This is such an easy fragrance to wear. I love it. Next up, let's finish out the Middle Eastern perfumes on my tray. This is La African Drummer by Lattafa. This is a beautiful floral, but a yellow floral fragrance that's tropical without being heavy on the coconut. So this was really easy to reach for, easy to wear. It projects really, really well as well. It doesn't last a whole long time. I don't think necessarily Middle Eastern fragrances last a whole long time. So I don't buy them for that. I buy them for, you know, to have a variety of fragrances in my collection. I buy them for dupes. I buy them to have perfumes that are affordable but that smell really good, that I don't feel guilty purchasing. That's why I buy Middle Eastern fragrances. And this one is a yellow floral. It's so pretty. It does project and it does last a moderate amount of time. I love the bottle. Isn't she just gorgeous? I just want to dance when I look at the bottle. Like, that's how uplifting I feel. She looks happy and vibrant, and that's the way the fragrance smells as well. So I'm really happy with this purchase, and I wore this a few times during July as well. Next up is Jimmy Choo I Want You. This one is a love for me. I absolutely love this fragrance. It's spicy. It is a little bit creamy. It smells really expensive and feminine, and it projects like a beast, honey. It smells really, really good. I enjoy this fragrance a lot, and I wore it a lot. So I already had a dent, but I deepened my dent on this fragrance in July. Next up, we have Coach Sunset Dreams. To me, this smells like a creamier version of Carolina Herrera's Good Girl, the original Good Girl in the black shoe. This smells like a creamier version of that, although it has some pear ice cream in here. It's fruity, but it smells creamy. It's so pretty. It layers really well with a lot of different things. If I want to sweeten up a fragrance, I will spray this over the top of it. To me, this is a perfect layering fragrance. And you can find this fragrance really inexpensive on a lot of websites. So I would definitely recommend this for someone who wants something soft and pretty and sweet, and who wants to, you know, find something that's really good, but that doesn't cost a lot of money. Next up is Jean Paul Gaultier's Divine. I didn't wear this as much as I wanted to. I really love this fragrance. Like, this is a love for me. This is, what's in this fragrance? This is meringue. This is airy. This is very, very syrupy sweet. It's so pretty, but it does have like an aquatic ocean type of vibe to it, like very beachy at the same time. It's a crowd pleaser as well, but it does project a lot. This is not like a soft, you know, out of the way fragrance. This is an in your face, syrupy sweet fragrance. I mean, just look at the bottle. Nothing about this is understated at all, and nothing about the fragrance is understated either. Just like all Jean Paul Gaultier fragrances, like, you're going to smell them. They're going to be unique. I love this house and I love this fragrance. They actually just came out with a Les Parfums version of this. I have not smelled that yet, but it's on my radar. So yeah, this one is really, really pretty. I might go ahead and put this back on my July tray. I haven't decided yet, but I do want to get more wears out of this while it's still hot. And last but certainly not least is Coco Vanille by Mancera. I wore this a lot. I think I wore this probably the second most worn fragrance on my tray this month, next to Victoria's Secret's Bombshell Escape. I wore this a lot. This is heavy, syrupy, sweet, coconut and vanilla done right. It's very heavy. It projects like a monster. It lasts a long time. Like, there's nothing bad I could say about this fragrance. It's a little greasy. Oh, honey, you're a little greasy, but that's okay. It's very thick. I love, love, love Mancera's for their lasting power, for their beast mode nature. This is one of my favorite Mancera's, and I wore it a lot, as you can see. I just got this fragrance actually, I think shortly before July, and so I put it on my tray, and I've given it a good little dent now. So yeah, those are the fragrances that I had on my fragrance tray in July. That's my recap. So let's go ahead and get into my fragrance tray for August. My perfume tray videos are usually just my hands. But my hands ain't looking too cute, number one, because I haven't gotten them done and I haven't put on any nails. So I just have a clear coat of nail polish on them, and my hands looking a little bit raggedy. So I was a little self-conscious. Number one. And then number two, I was like, I'm already dressed up because I just did a full review on Yara Candy. Go check out that video, you guys, if you haven't already done so. That is my most recent purchase. It just came in the other day, actually. So first up on my perfume tray, of course, is Yara Candy. This is the newest Yara by Lakewood. Obsessed is not the word, okay? Obsessed, like, what's more than obsessed? Like, whatever is more than obsessed, that's how I feel about this perfume. It's strawberry fizz, it's citrus tangerine, it's fruity black currants, it's warm amber, it's vanilla, it's sandalwood, a woodiness that is just so sexy, and the musk in the base, sexy. Okay, when I tell you this is a beautiful, affordable, sexy, fruity, candy-like fragrance, this to me would be perfect for a date. Okay, it's affordable, but it's still sexy. So on a date, traditionally men like sweet fragrances, okay, but not only is it sweet, it's sexy, it's musky, it smells like clean skin, but it smells warm, and the scent trail is amazing. It lasts an average amount of time. I feel like this is the best purchase that I've purchased in the last couple of months. If you look at the affordability factor of the fragrance tempered with the quality of the fragrance, this is my most surprising purchase, I would say, in the past month or so. This is so freaking good, you guys. It smells fizzy, but it smells fruity. It's so good. It's so good. Like, I just want to just smell this all day. Like, I just want to bite my wrist. That's how good this smells. Like, my eyes just want to roll to the back of my head, child. This smell like, if you don't trust me on nothing else, if you like beautiful, sexy, sweet, candy-like fragrances, man, y'all, Yara Candy, surprisingly wonderful, very affordable, beautiful. So this is the first thing that's going on my tray. Next up is my second most recent purchase. This is Nuha by Lakewood. This has been out for some time, and I didn't get it because a lot of people were saying that it smells very similar to the original Yara. And it does. It really does. But there's something unique about this one. This one smells like Yara, but it's not as powdery. I feel like where Yara is more vanilla and powdery, Nuha is more fruity. Okay, so this, to me, I smell the apple more at the top of the fragrance than I do the fruits in Yara. This is fruity. It smells amazing. Like, when I wear this, I've gotten so many compliments. I've had this fragrance for about, I want to say 2 weeks now. And can you see my dent? Look how low that is. Like, my dent is like right here. My nails are atrocious. Sorry about that. But my dent is right here. I hope you guys can see that. I have been spraying the heck out of this thing. Okay, I have been reaching for this. I left it downstairs on my living room coffee table because I opened the box and I just fell in love with it. And so it's still sitting there. Every time I walk out the house, I'll just spray this. When it's not even on my perfume tray for July, but I was just spraying this so much. When I ran out to drop the kids off at summer camp, I sprayed Nuha. When I took them to their pool lessons, I sprayed Nuha. When I was just running to the grocery store, I sprayed Nuha because it was just so crowd pleasing, easy reach. Like, I didn't even have to think about this one. This is so pretty. It's pretty, it's feminine, it's soft, but it also projects. It's crowd pleasing. Nobody's going to be offended by this, and people are going to smell you. Okay, I got so many compliments on this fragrance, and I didn't think people were even smelling me because it was hot outside. I'm sitting outside by the pool where the kids are having their swim lessons, and you know, all the other parents are sitting on the benches, and this lady just came up to me like the third day of swim class, and she's like, "You're the perfume lady. You always smell so good. What are you wearing?" And so I told her it was this, and she was shocked at how affordable it was. This is on Amazon. Again, I will put all the links down below to everything. This to me is just perfect. I like it better than Yara, and that's saying a lot. I like it better than the original Yara. It's not as powdery. It's much more fruity, and it projects to me a lot more as well. So this is the second thing that's going on my perfume tray for August. Next up is one of my repurchases. This is Fancy by Jessica Simpson. I emptied my 1 ounce bottle of this some months back, and the next month I just went ahead and bought a full bottle, a full 3 ounce bottle, because I really enjoy this fragrance. It's ambery, it's unique, it's very, very affordable, but to me it smells niche quality. I love amber in fragrances. It's a note that I'm developing a taste for more and more as I get heavier into fragrances and as I purchase more niche quality fragrances. And I feel like for like 22 bucks, whatever it is, I'll put the link down below. I got it off of Amazon for like $22. That's what it was the last time I looked. Okay, so I'm gonna put the link down below. This is worth every penny. As far as affordable fragrances go, this is worth every penny. As far as like celebrity fragrances go, this is worth every penny. I absolutely love this fragrance. It is absolutely beautiful, warm, ambery, such a pretty, easy fragrance to wear. Next up, this is Noof by Paris Corner. This it's so pretty. Like, this is one of the fragrances that I really, really like to wear in the evening. It has a pineapple note in here, but it's also very, very woody. It does have some woody notes in here that make it a little deep, a tiny bit earthy. I don't feel like it's overly earthy, but those woody notes in here may make it lean masculine to some people. I'm not heavy into masculine fragrances, although I do like unisex fragrances, and I feel like this fragrance is unisex. The pineapple in the opening is very juicy. It is a juicy pineapple, like a baked pineapple dessert. That's the pineapple that I smell in here. But then you get the woody notes that start coming out down in the base. It lasts the average amount of time. I really, really love this one, and so I want to get some use out of it because I've only worn it maybe like 3 or 4 times at this point. And so I feel like this will be perfect because it's fruity for the summertime, but it will be perfect for summertime nights with that woodiness. Next up is Jo Malone's Wood Sage and Sea Salt. I really love this. I feel like this is such a clean, fresh, salty fragrance. It has like the aquatic vibes with that salt note in here, but the woodiness makes it kind of, you know, unique. It's not your average like run-of-the-mill aquatic type fragrance. This is beautiful. It's soft, it projects, it is very, very unisex. I feel like anyone could wear this. I also wear this a lot with other fragrances. I use this to layer with a lot of different fragrances. It projects really well, although it does not last a long time. None of my Jo Malones really lasted a long time, except some of the ones that have like the heavier oils in them. What's the one that Scarlet Poppy Intense? That one to me lasts much longer, but like the regular cologne ones, they don't last a long time. So I just use this to like spray over the top when I just want something fresh straight out the shower, you know, that type of vibe. And so that's why I'm going to put this on my tray for this month. Next up is Dama Bianca by Xerjof. Classic fragrance. I have not worn it in a while, but I feel like this one is really good for the summertime because it's a vanilla, and you do want vanillas year round pretty much, because vanillas are such an easy note. You know, pretty much most people, I would say 90% of the people that I've run into like vanilla fragrances, but this one is a light vanilla. It has some kumquat in here, so it is also fruity. It's light, it's not a heavy syrupy thick vanilla, and that's why the light airiness of the fragrance makes it more appropriate for summertime. It lasts the average amount of time as well, and I love this fragrance. Like, this fragrance to me smells wealthy. Okay, you know how they say like wealth whispers? Is that what they say? Wealth whispers. Yeah, that's what this is to me. This whispers. You're gonna walk by and people are gonna be like, what is that? Like, they're gonna want to follow your scent trail. That's what I feel like this fragrance is. It's so light and pleasing. Like, I love it, and so I want to get somewhere out of it. Next up is Cassili by Parfums de Marly. I'm putting this on the tray because I haven't worn it in a long time. Like, it's been several months since I've worn this fragrance, and I love her, and so I want to stop ignoring her. So I'm gonna put it on the tray so that I can get, you know, some use out of it. Up is Montale's Lucky Candy. This is one of my more recent purchases as well, but if you could see the dent on here, you would know how much I love it. This smells like candy. It smells pretty. It projects like a monster. Like, if you want something that's sweet and that's gonna project like a monster, like people are gonna smell you blocks away. That's how strong this fragrance is. So honestly, I'm a heavy sprayer, but with this one, I only spray like boom, boom, like 2 times. Like, that's it. And that's saying a lot because it does project like a beast. This is a yeller, a screamer, a hollerer, or whatever you want to call it, okay? This one projects a lot, but it smells very fruity and sweet. and feminine. And I've gotten a lot of compliments on this one as well. It's really, really beautiful, you guys. I'm happy with this purchase. I love this one. Next up is Jean Paul Gaultier's Divine. This one I had on last month's tray as well, but I didn't get to wear it as much as I wanted to. And I love it so much. It almost has a vanillic quality to it, although there is no vanilla in here. There is a meringue note, so it's really sweet and like syrupy almost, but it also has that aquatic vibe. I feel like if you like vanilla vibes by Julia Has a Gun, you would love this one. This has similar vibes to that one, but I feel like this is heavier and sweeter. And so I do want to get some use out of this one because I love her. I really do. Next up is Burberry Her the Original. I'm putting this on the tray because I want to get a good dent in this one. I've had this fragrance for several years now, and although it still smells really, really good, I don't want to have fragrances for over 5-6 years, probably at the most. So I want to go ahead and get a heavy dent in this fragrance. I'll probably use this fragrance to layer with all the other fragrances that are on my tray. Maybe come up with some new layering combinations for you guys, because I really do enjoy layering fragrances. And so if I want to give something a little bit of strawberryness, I'm going to layer Burberry Her on it. If I want to give something a little sweetness, a bit of airiness, I'll layer Burberry Her with it. This was created by Francis Kurkdjian of Maison Francis Kurkdjian, you know, Baccarat Rouge 540, Gentle Fluidity Gold, you know, the notes behind those amazing fragrances. He worked with Burberry to create this fragrance, and so it's a masterpiece. It is beautiful. It is wonderful. It's not as hyped as it used to be, but you know, it still has a place to me in the Hall of Fame of fragrances. I really love it, and I want to get some use out of it. And like I said, I want to get a huge dent in this fragrance, so I'm going to be wearing this like crazy for August. Another fragrance that I want to get a heavy dent in and get some use out of is Mademoiselle by Azzaro. I only have a little bit in here, and so I want to go ahead and finish it. This is a little fragrance that I just picked up. I don't remember where I was, and I just wanted to try it. And it's really pretty. It has some creaminess in here. I'm not really sure of the notes, but I will say it smells unique. It smells like a pretty woman. That's what I would say this smells like. It smells different. It's unique, and so I don't really know how to describe this fragrance. Like, I'll put the notes on the screen because I really don't know how to describe the fragrance, but it's really a pretty one. It's it's unique, it's creamy, and I like it a lot, but I don't think I would be repurchasing this fragrance. This is not something that's, you know, so unique or so groundbreaking or so beautiful that I would want it back in my collection. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this bottle, and then I'll be done with this one. Next up, I don't feel like getting up to get the bottle. I'm being lazy right now, but I'm going to put on my tray Britney Spears Fantasy Intense. I'll put it on the screen. This one is a cheapie, but a goodie. It's beautiful. It projects a lot. It's very rich and deep, and almost to the point where you're like, this is Britney Spears fragrance. Like, this is a celebrity fragrance. It's good, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on my tray too, because it's one of my more recent purchases, and I want to get some wear out of it. I feel like this one is perfect for like a night out on the town, like a sexy date night, something that you want to spray on because you want something rich and deep, but you don't want anything too out there. You don't want anything too woody. You don't want any ouds. You don't want anything resinous or really crazy. This is a good one for that. Next up is Miami Nectar by Ellis Brooklyn, you guys. I love this one. I love this. Is like a pina colada in a bottle. This is a gourmand. This is beautiful. It projects really well, and it lasts a good long time for a clean fragrance. This is the only Ellis Brooklyn fragrance that I own, and I like Ellis Brooklyn fragrances, but none have captivated me the way this one has. This is summertime in a bottle. This is perfect. Like, if I had to pick one summertime fragrance out of all my entire collection, and I couldn't wear any of the other summertime fragrances, I would wear this one. That's how much I love this one. It's coconut, it's pineapple, it's all the things that are summertime and fabulous and beachy and fruity, and it's all the fun vibes. And so I really like this one, and it's more of my, I keep saying that, it's one of my more recent purchases, so I want to get some use out of it in August. This is House of Sillage's Minnie Mouse. This is the second version, and this is the collaboration with House of Sillage and Disney for Disney's 100-year anniversary. This is so pretty. Like, look at the bottle. First of all, it's absolutely divine. It's gorgeous. It's luxurious. It's classy. It's just all the beautiful things. Like, I love just looking at this bottle, but I haven't really got a lot of use out of it. So I want to use it before the summer is over. I don't remember all of the notes, but I know there's apples in here. There's fruits in here. It's very fresh. It's very like fruity and playful and all of those things. The lasting power on here is average, but I mean, just look at the bottle. Like, the bottle alone to me is just heavenly. I honestly bought it for the bottle. I didn't care what the juice smelled like at all. But yeah, I'm gonna put this on my perfume tray because just look at it. Look at it, y'all. It's fruity and it's so pretty. Last on my tray is Delina Exclusif. I'm putting this on my tray because I have high hopes of actually doing something in the evenings in August. I haven't been doing anything in July. Not really. I mean, we went out of town, you know. I've been doing like things with the family, but I haven't done any adult activities. Okay, I haven't went out at night, in the evening, out and about at all. Okay, and so I have high hopes that August I'm gonna actually do something that would be deserving of Delina Exclusif. Delina Exclusif is powdery, it's beautiful, it's sexy, it's date night, it's grown woman, it's I'm confident, hear me roar, I'm walking through the door, get out the way. Okay, that's what Delina Exclusif is, and I've recently fallen in love with it. I smelled it years ago when it first came out and it was not my thing, honey, but it's gotten so much better to my nose probably has grown up a lot through the years, and so the oud in here is just divine. I absolutely love it. I feel like this is oud feminine. This is oud done right. This is oud that makes something deep and rich and sexy. This is not oud that's screechy and like, what is that smell? Like, it's not that. I love Delina Exclusif, and so it's definitely going on the tray. So yep, this is my perfume tray for August 2024, honey. These are all the perfumes that I want to wear, I want to get some use out of, that I feel like are perfect for the summertime heat and summertime nights. I love them all, and so I wanted to get some use out of them for the summertime this month. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. Please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out so much. Hit subscribe. Like this video, comment down below what are your top 5 perfumes that you're putting on your perfume tray this month, or do you even do the perfume tray? I do perfume trays because I feel like they help me use up my perfumes more. They're not like a themed video like summer fragrance. They're not like all the fruity fragrances, all the coconut fragrances. There's not really a theme to it. You can wear whatever you want to wear whenever you want to wear it, and so perfume trays I feel like are perfect for that. Thank you again. I appreciate you all. Please again subscribe to the channel. I'm doing more videos, so please stay tuned. And until next time, I love you, love you, love you, love you.